going to talk about box shadows in HTML and CSS. We have already made our container div and our three divs, box 1, box 2 and box 3. We have given them basic styling. The container div has display flex, red direction row, and the border. We have given border to every box 2px solid black, and height and width as 400px, border radius 30px, and margin 50px. Now we are going to talk about shadows in HTML and CSS. So for that we have to write box shadow, and then we have to give 4 arguments, in which 3 will be the values of the shadows and 1 will be the color. So the first argument that we will give, let's say give the value 10px. This 10px will decide the vertical shadow, either left or right, and the another value, let's also give it 10px. This value is going to decide our top and bottom shadow. For now it will decide bottom, and this one will decide the right value. Then another value, this value decides how much blur your shadow is going to be, and at last we have to give the color. For now let's give it black color. Now when we will save it, as you can see, we have our box shadow in our first box. Now if we will increase the first value, let's make it 20px, our vertical shadow has increased. If we will increase the second value, make it 20px, our bottom shadow has increased now. And now if we will increase the third value, let's make it 30px, the shadow has blurred even more. Now similarly you can change the color. Now in box 2, what we are going to do, same box shadow, and here we are going to write the value as minus 20px, minus 20px, and for the blurring let's give it 20px, same black. Now see what happens. Look, when we have given minus 20 for the vertical, the shadow has gone to the left side of the box. When we have given minus 20 for the horizontal shadow, the shadow has given to the top of the box. 20px for the blur and black color. Similarly you can give any other color, box shadow. You can also change the color of your shadow. Now here we are just going to give it 20px, and let's give it 20px itself, and we can change the color. Let's give it pink. So now we have pink shadow. Pink shadow is a little bit not visible, so let's give it another color. Let's give it this purple color, and now you can see we have our shadow here. We can also remove our border from here. So what will happen if we will remove the border from all the boxes? So we have our boxes but with no border, so this is making our div even more designer. Now let's give it a background color of something. Let's give it a gray background color. So we have here. So that's it for today's video. Hope you enjoyed it.